Cell phone use among student populations has become an issue of increasing significance when it comes to the academic setting. Dr. Suzanne Kurth, a sociology professor at UT, says students who have developed a dependency on their cell phones may ultimately get lower grades if they are unable to harness this technology and work towards individual autonomy.
I was trained as a social psychologist, and starting maybe 15 years ago, I became very interested in the transformations that might be occurring as people began to rely more and more on electronically mediated communication.
Dr. Kurth specified electronically mediated communication because it is among the newest forms of communication. Electronically mediated communication includes verbal telephone conversations as well as conversations conducted via SMS text messaging on cell phones.
Why is it that college students prefer text messaging to talking?
Some scholars suggest text messaging might support administrative communication in higher education scenarios. This would include sending students text messages with important safety information.
People can point to things and say, these are advantages, but all of it gets carried to the ultimate extreme. Yes, the potential's there, but those are not explanations for having this.
These communication techniques might prove beneficial for students making the initial transition to college. But some students use cell phones as a means to become more dependent on their parents.
I think the students become more dependent on their parents when they have things like cell phones. Anytime somebody's got to make a decision or do something, a substantial minority don't cut the apron strings because they can always ask mom or dad.
This dependency may have a negative impact on the student's personal development, but Dr. Kurth said that on some levels the parent-child relationship is advantageous. This is because it supports her belief that cell phones enable users to spend more time communicating with those they already know fairly well. Dr. Kurth, however, has a strict instructional policy of no cell phones in class. She said students must learn how to function on their own in the adult world, eliminating the dependency on both cell phones and parents.